Cage Bryant's Micah Frankel. We got Cameron Else with us, second time around. Last time we talked to you, you then went and got your first pro TKO at BAMMA 23. So how'd that feel, sir?
It felt great. Obviously, making my debut again on another big show in Europe, to get a first round win again and in quite a quick time. I was really happy with it. It being my first TKO, I didn't really expect it to be a TKO. I thought it'd probably go more into a submission because I thought we was both going to be quite aggressive grapplers. But I do know that normally when I hit guys on the floor, it takes it out of them. So I was happy with the stoppage, and yeah, so it was good.
So you were out here the first time about 3 weeks a month.
Yeah.
You did out here for your first camp here at Jackson Winks?
Yeah, I come out here and I did 3 weeks, 4 days, something like that. So it was good for me to come out here and mentally prepare, like to strengthen my mental side of my game a lot more, knowing that obviously I'm here and I'm training with the best fighters in the world, especially within my weight category. Like, because at home I used to struggle with getting people my size, my weight. I was always having to be in the gym sparring the bigger guys, which realistically it's not realistic when I'm trying to spar some guys that are like 6'1", 6'3", and I'm trying to be like the inside guy, and then when I come to fight these little guys my size or smaller, I'm now the range fighter. So coming out here this time, I've been out here 10 weeks, and I've really been able to evolve as a fighter, and actually I believe that in this next fight you're going to see a completely different version of me.
10 weeks out here, so you've gotten pretty acclimated to New Mexico. We have to ask you the all-important question: red or green?
Red or green?
Have you tried the chili yet?
No, I don't. I keep away from the spicy food. I'm not a spicy. I can't stand spicy food. I'm one of them. I really enjoy my food, and I don't see any excitement to sitting there eating, sweating out, doing a weight cut while eating. Like,
You don't know what you're missing out on.
Yeah, I've heard like that. If you're trying to get me to try it, I will try it, but it's just something that I've never been a big fan when it comes to spicy food. I like my mild stuff and really enjoy it. So.
And now heading into BAMMA 25, on the heels of the big win, they gave you a huge fight, a former title challenger, former champion in Ed Arthur. I mean, what does that say to you coming off that win, what they thought of you to give you such a spotlight?
To be completely honest with you, I think they give me the fight more on the terms that it's a grudge match. We don't like each other, like it's very clear. It's been going on for some time. So I think that was probably more way to give the fight, but then also I believe there's a lot of people out there that will look at the records and look at the stature of each fighter, and definitely have me as the underdog. But for me, if you look at my record, all the guys I've fought and I've always been the underdog, and I've always come out and excelled and put guys away fast. So for me, I'm happy. I'm very happy that BAMMA gave me the fight. I'm more happy that Ed accepted it, so finally he gets to try and back up his words. And yeah, it's going to go down. And do you know what I mean? He's like, as much as I think he's a dickhead, it's a great fight for me. When I go in there and I beat Ed, our fight opens up a lot of doors for me. I'll tell you that. And it's going to suck him being on a 2-fight losing streak.
I looked at you guys' Twitter feeds, and we saw something with numbers. He said the numbers you're spitting out are wrong. Well, what's going on there? Can you enlighten us?
I'm not too sure. I've just literally seen a tweet, or I know he's just done an article and he said I'm just a number. I'm guessing that the reason why he's saying that is he feels that I'm nowhere near on his league, and basically I'm just there to make up the fight card. I'm guessing. I haven't actually read the article, but I'm guessing that's what he's assuming. But like I've said before, I'm not really, honestly, when it comes to people talking shit, it really doesn't faze me. Like, you can say what you like, at the end of the day, I train my arse off, do you know what I mean? And whenever I've had a really good fight camp, I've always come out and I've always put on a show. So for me, you can say I'm just filling up the fight card, or you can say whatever, but at the end of the day, when I get in there May 14th, he's gonna, like, the demon's gonna come into his head and he's gonna quickly say to him, fuck, what have we done? Do you know what I mean? Like, why was I overthinking this? This isn't easy, this is tough. And do you know what I mean? It's bad enough just fighting me in that cage, but having to fight the demon in your head telling you damn, this is a tougher fight than I thought. Now you're fighting two people. It ain't gonna go well for you.
What is the animosity built off of? I know you told me in our last interview there's bantamweight animosity throughout the BAMMA division. Your guys' weight class, you guys just don't like each other. But is there a specific reason with you and Ed, something that was a catalyst to this?
Yeah, as I think everyone knows now, a while ago, quite a long time ago, when I had a fight against Spencer Hewitt on Cage Warriors, I took the fight short notice, and again I cut those away. The fight didn't go my way, and went 3 rounds, but it was a tiring performance by me. And then Ed decided to tweet about me and basically slag off my performance. And well, like I said before, and I'll say it again, if you're going to talk shit about a man, then for one, say it to his face or let him know, and two, back it up, fight him. And I actually waited until he actually fought Nathaniel Wood, and then after he beat Nathaniel, I said, right, seeing that you had a lot to say about me, why don't me and you fight? And his words were, you're not on my level, you're on your way down, I'm on my way up, you're never going to get here and that. And from that day I just said, look, your days are numbered, and any opportunity people bring up Ed Arthur to me, I'll make it known. And I'll say it to anyone, and I'll say it to his face when I see him. I think he's a bitch, and like, that's it, like, we're going to get in there and we're going to fight.
You've had explicitives to say about him. You were thankful that he took the fight. So, has this put an extra pep in your step and motivated you for this camp?
Yeah, definitely.
The opponent?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I am motivated anyway. Like, I mean, come on, I'm out in Albuquerque. I'm away from my family and friends, and do you know what I mean? I do a lot of sacrifices to come out here. And when I come out here, I train hard. I'm training 4 times a day. Like, regardless if it wasn't Ed, I'd still be training the same. But this has obviously got that little bit more hype behind it, and I think the UK MMA scene, especially, really want to see this fight. So I believe it's gonna be a great fight, and it's gonna get everyone talking, and everyone's gonna be watching.
What do you think your key to victory is?
Key to victory, I believe, just listen. All my wins have come in the first round, and pretty much within the first minute or the second minute. So for me, when I say I'm gonna finish Ed in round 1, that's not me being cocky. That's me going off facts. So I'm a man that looks at the facts, and that's it. So I believe, like, key to my victory is, Ed's got this thing in his head that I'm going to come out and I'm not going to want to stand with him, and I'm going to want to shoot because like, he's got some amazing stand-up or something. Ed's never knocked anyone out. Ed's never outstruck anyone. Like, so for me, let's look at your record. Yeah, he's finished guys, he's submitted guys, but the guys he's submitted, I don't believe in any way or format would hang on me on the floor. I'd submit them quicker than he did. So for me, if he thinks I'm coming out and I'm just going to shoot, then so be it. But if you look at my fights, when do I ever shoot for a takedown? Guys shoot on me. So if it goes to the floor, I'll finish the fight there. Personally, I reckon it's going to be a good, exciting fight. I mean, I've trained in all areas, man. I'm coming to bring it, and come May 14th, it's going to be a show. And I think once he realises that he thinks he's going to break me. Like, come on, you're not going to break me. Like, you're never going to break me. So for him to say he's going to break me, when he realises he can't break me, I'll say it again, that demon will pop up in your head, Ed, and it will say to you, you ain't breaking him, like, what's going on? And the worst thing is, like I said before, earlier, having to fight me in a cage is bad enough, having to fight 2 people is bad enough. So I reckon just pressure him and just break him.
Cameron Else is coming with a vengeance. He is motivated and highly aggravated for this grudge match to make a statement. Who do you got to shout out to?
I'd like to thank my sponsors, which I'm actually just going to grab my bit of paper because there's quite a few. So can't really see that.
1 second, please. cheat grabbing.
Okay, so here it goes. I want to thank Sean Harrison Carpentry Limited, Coley Construction, JobDone.com, Prospect Property Limited, Dan Turner Brickwork, BC Evans Plastering. Also want to give a shout out and get everybody to go over to Blakey's Twists and Turns on Facebook. He's basically one of my good friend's son. He's basically had a lot of problems in his life. He's only young, and he needs all the support he can get. So please go over to that page and just give it a like and follow his story, and just see how strong that kid is. Because I'll tell you something, he's a warrior. Also, I want to thank my team back home, Silverbacks MMA. and VN team, absolutely studs, man. They're killing it on the scene. My instructor Val Minetto, congratulations on your no gi win at Lisbon. You're the IBJFF. It's brilliant. Like, honestly, you guys back home are motivating me harder to train here, and all you guys at Silverbacks. My coach Paul McGinty back home, like, is doing a great job. Also, want to do a special thank you to Nicky Adams and Gary Adams for their work, like all the help they've helped me with. And I want to thank everyone here at Jackson Wink MMA. Like I say, it's been a privilege training here and coming over from London and being accepted like I've been accepted onto the team. It's amazing. So I want to thank everyone, especially Joey for doing my pad work, Frank as well, really, and also the Trinidad and Tobago sprint team, the Olympic team. I've been working with them a lot. And so I have a lot of people to thank, and I'm very thankful. And come May 14th, it's all going to be worth it. I'm going to put on an absolute storm, and my aim is to go out there and brutally dismantle Ed Arthur.
Thank you for the time, sir.